Hey guys, how's it going? I know I don't stream very often. I don't do YouTube content very often either, but I figured I would go ahead and throw out this content out here. I've been playing a lot of chess recently outside of Smite, and I figured out ways to incorporate both of the games together into one, specifically chess into Smite. There's a lot of tactical maneuvering that you can do, and I figured it would be good to share this kind of information with you guys just to help you guys get a little bit better in Smite by playing other games a little bit more tactically. So during my downtime, I've been playing a lot of chess, and I wanted to use this game as an example of certain strategic maneuvering that you guys can do in your own little games. This is like very basic what I'm about to show. So this last game here that I'm about to show you guys, I've won the game in about 12 moves or so by making a sacrificial play because of one little misstep that the opponent did. This is very basic maneuvering where both players develop their knights in the beginning of the game. White develops his F knight, black develops his C knight. And going for a very interesting style of a bishop here onto c4, eyeing down the king weak pawn right here onto f7, whereas the knight can go here, and this is a very key factor where this knight is protecting this pawn in the center, but black sort of forgets about doing that. He does the anti-fried liver defense, which is preventing my knight from kicking out here. Either way, I develop quite normally. And this is where I like to try to get central control. These are the most important squares in all of chess. It's all about the center. Same thing can be related to in Smite, where it's like your mid jungler. It's all about having control of mid, and then if you have control of mid, then you can decide to what you want to do. Do you want to invade speed buff? Do you want to invade red buff? This is the same style. If I control mid here, then I can start playing along the wings here, especially if my bishop comes across here sometime down the future. Anyway, back to the game. Let me just get rid of all these thingies. So yeah, that was his first mistake. Like, this was his biggest mistake. Because he left this unintended, this was a very easy play to do. He basically left this pawn hanging. And by doing so, this triggered me to do the fried liver attack, which is basically sacrificing the white square bishop onto c4 for a check. And because he left this pawn unattended, I'm able to snag that pawn as well. He moves over here, and it was a pretty easy game from here on out. I figured I would defend the knight and attack the bishop at the same time. He moves it away, and the computer recommended over here, but I just saw a great vulnerability on the king if I move my queen here, rather. So that's exactly what I did. He moves it forward, and my thought process was, if he moves here, let's say hypothetically he moves to this square, now my knight can go over here, forking the queen and the king on that square. That was my thought process behind wanting to check his king and maybe make him move into a vulnerable square. Let's see what the computer actually has to say. Yeah, it recommended me going there, just snagging the queen. So either way, despite not checkmating him in this maneuver, I was still able to get a lot of material. But he didn't go the right necessary way, and I actually found the checkmating net, which was forced moves. These were all forced moves. He doesn't really have anywhere to go. Even if he goes here, for example, then I just checkmate him in one. Very simple. That's why he didn't move back to his original square. And the game was pretty straightforward. So this was all dating back to giving up central control. Once black relieved pressure onto e5, everything collapsed for him, which can be said in a very similar fashion to Smite. If you're going to be playing mid or jungle, try to make sure that you get central control. Now, it's very good to play along the wings of your solo lane and your dual lane, but if you're not farming efficiently by getting every single wave in mid and at least one camp in between waves, sometimes if you can min-max, try to get two, that's how you maximize your farming efficiency in Smite. Just always be clearing. ABCs. Don't forget that, guys. I hope this was relatively informative, guys. I know it's not really Smite content, but at the same time, tactics are tactics, no matter what game you're playing, and they can be related in one way or another. And I guess I'll be doing some more chess videos. I'm not the best chess player in the world, but I've definitely been studying it a little bit more frequently in the past couple months. So you'll probably see some more chess content out of me in the near future. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.